Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the fourth episode of Isekai Maou to Shoukan Shoujo no Dorei Majutsu. And in the last episode, we had Rem kind of, excuse herself from this mission. So you had a lot of Diablo and Sherazade together, traveling together, having a very fun travel session together. And you also had a new character introduced, Emilia, whatever his name is, the tough, impressive guy from the guild who's far weaker than Diablo. He kind of got Diablo's hopes up for a bit there, but he got wrecked pretty quickly. And he's just kind of an annoying White Knight character who I do not like at all. I know some people seem to like him, I guess, but I don't. I don't really like White Knight characters at the best of time, much less annoying ones like him. So yeah, I'm probably not going to like him, so sorry to disappoint you on that one. But yes, the episode kind of ended off with Diablo facing off against a lot of enemies, one in particular, one very cute girl in particular, so I look forward to seeing what she does in this episode, as well as seeing how the demonic form of Luke, whatever his name is, gets taken care of as well, since Rem is kind of dealing with that far away from Diablo, so she can't rely on Diablo at all for this. So that should be interesting as well, so let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. I probably should have mentioned I am watching the uncensored version this time. I didn't last time because I kind of couldn't, but I'm definitely doing that this time, so. No, but they can come in a human form and then become fallen afterwards. We just kind of call her Celeste. If that's for starters, what does it end with? I definitely meant to mention it was at the end of the version before I began, but I'm not redoing the intro again. I already had to redo it a couple of times. Man, Shara, you're still only second best girl, but man, when I look at that backside, it's tempting. But no, Rem is definitely best girl. Although I like her a lot, we could see where things go when we get more to her. I do also quite like Bunny Girl Guildmaster. And the Dog Girls are fun. And she has a very compelling outfit. Though a lot of them are compelling outfits. Yeah, I was looking forward to Diablo dealing with the Demon Lord inside of Rem. Because you did get that one shot of the Demon Lord. You can tell it's that one because of the boobs, so. Clearly we'll get that at some point. But yeah. And yeah, all the girls behind him. The classic harem anime shot. And yeah, this is the bit you'll want to pause for if you're watching the official version. He was a stupid human, I can't disagree with you there. I can believe it. The guy was a douche. And man, Rem is just really freaked out. I don't blame her, this falling out of nowhere. Did they kill it? Probably not. Definitely not. So I guess we gotta wait a little bit before we check in on Diablo. Just find Emilia, I'm sure he'll be able to help you. Him actually saving Rem would earn him a little bit of points with me. Though I prefer Rem to take care of it himself, obviously. Oh, that's cool. What would you even call that creature? It's not gonna be enough, is it? I didn't think so. I hoped it would have a better fight than that, but yeah, summoning magic is a big thing in this world because, everyone's a coward that doesn't want to put their life on the line, and here, he actually did show up, wow. Yes, not men. Men can go die in a fire for all I care, but I'll definitely protect, you know, those boos behind me. Yeah, I'm sure they'll put up a good fight. Let's see how well he does. He's supposed to be strong, but so far I'm not impressed. Yeah, wait till you deal with Diablo. If it was Diablo, he'd be dead by now. I think it was a negative energy attack. Or that, yeah. Those same woods again. Yeah, he's definitely a villain. Again, not doing much here, buddy. I can tell. I think you mean black bullets. But yeah, you're not doing so hot there, Emilia. I guess it's what I get for having any expectations of you. At least he has somewhat of a backbone. I'll give him credit for that. Still don't like him, though. And now we're getting Diablo. Our one-on-one fight while the entire army just kind of watches. Which sounds about right for anime. Man, they are rolling really fast. Can you even keep up with it? She is definitely skilled, and considering Diablo's a spellcaster, she's pretty fast too. Oh wow, that is impressive in this world if she is that high. Considering Emilia is like 50, I think. Oh, you meant the weapon, okay. Gotta break the will. You do that, Diablo. Come at me, bro. Fisher's pronounced sacrificial, but... Leroy! Stab. It definitely looks powerful. I think if this wasn't Diablo, that would do a lot of damage. Hopefully the bridge doesn't get taken down. But yeah, it's nothing that Diablo can't handle. That's quite the blow to Diablo, but not enough. Yeah, I think you may have slightly tickled my shoulder. There's that confidence gone. Bit of a morale hit. Still was not able to penetrate you, but at least it stung, and that's a lot of sweat. Yes. I mean, I'm okay with that. I can just watch her panting in there while sweating all day long. Yeah, she's probably stubborn. Yes, that is a thing that's happening. That would be Rem. Yeah, there's literally no other Pantherians in this setting. Yeah, basically say they were buying time, which I figured. I mean, that was obvious. I don't know why I even said figured. Which you're not going to do. Yeah, it makes it a lot worse. Considering Emilia is of questionable help. uh, please do not kill her, I like her. I mean, I know she's not gonna die, she's too prominent in the opening ED. Yeah, who do you think you're speaking to? That little pouty face is cute. Yes, I am Diablo. Yes. You're about to see firsthand. White destruction beam. You know, eventually. Oh, or a dot. I'm not that impressed yet. Bunch of white suddenly in her face. And my eyes, oh god. Is there gonna be a bridge left? Nope, that bridge is gone. Damn! Holy shit. I think we took care of them, guys. Even the water just got the hell out of there. Holy crap. I think we got him. I hope she's not dead though, I liked her. But that was impressive nonetheless. Oh my, yes. She is still alive, and I go as far to say improved. Yes, now you know who you're messing with. I know, usually when you take a white blast in the face from a demon lord, you're gone for good. How much magic do you have left? It looks like it is. Because with his immense amount of power, it would take a lot of MP potions to recover that. And they obviously wouldn't make very many powerful ones, so... You probably have to buy a lot of weak ones. I don't know if how many he has on him from the game. I can live with that, but I doubt he'll actually die. Hopefully Diablo shows up and actually saves the day. Elves? They look like wind magic. Oh, I think you pissed him off. Yeah, Rem is a little bit injured, which is... That's enough reason for Diablo to just destroy you. There's technically one other person there, but I guess we don't care about him. Yeah, I did notice that. It's a bit rough seeing Rem all hurt like that. Okay, now he acknowledges Emilia. When did we become friends? But yeah, I'm sure he's gained a lot of respect for him after defending Rem in a... Yeah, you know, before he just dies. I do like how Shara's just, you know, taking care of Rem back there. Don't get soon around me. Yes, of course there are. He is not a mere demon, which you will find out quickly. A brawler sorcerer, is that even a thing? Yeah, buddy, you don't know what you're up against. That's obvious. Yeah. And then I gave her the D off screen. Yeah, everyone that wasn't a cute girl died, so... I mean, she was level 80. I'm sure he's not level 80. Probably level 60 if I'd venture a guess. If it even has a level. Yeah, read Magic Reflection. That indeed. This is the attack you use, right? Here, have it back. It still bothers me that it's not called Black Bullet. Yeah, show me what you can really do, assuming you know. Oh, it's a planet. Like an evil planet. And do you have any attacks that don't begin with dark? I get it, you're a bad guy. And Magic Reflection, we just told you, he's got that cool ring. Oh, damn. And his is, of course, bigger. Of course, I expected of our Diablo here. What's the matter? Too much pressure for you? Getting crushed under the weight of Diablo's presence. Not looking so good. I bet it was a lot funner when you were the one in power, wasn't it? Your request has been denied. He's already killed like hundreds of you guys, so I don't see any reason why he would spare you. The one that actually attacked people he cares about, so yeah, you're gone. There he goes. Wouldn't you just like that, Mr. Dark Bullet, Dark Press? All I'd do is give him a knife patch and I'd call him a Chuny. I figured. And there we go. Don't be too rough, because we're probably barely standing now. It's been a busy day for him. Rem. Yeah, because Emilia was only delaying. Which was important, don't get me wrong, but if Diablo hadn't showed up, they would have still died. Emilia would have only held them out so long. Man, that is a face that made it all worth it. My god, a girl is touching me. Yeah, stay in character. Even if I was looking at that face. What about it? Yeah, I wouldn't know what to say either if she looked at me with that genuine face of just happiness and relief and appreciation. That was just such a great face. Yes. That's because she's amazing like that. Yes, you belong to me as well. Don't get jealous, Shara. Yeah, we had dark press earlier, now this is a white pink press soft. And that's the scene. And you're not gonna bounce off of Rems, are you? That sound, ouch. I saw the joke coming, but I wasn't expecting that sound. That made it so much better. Like it just walked into a brick wall. Oh god, that was great. I also was expecting Rem to like beckon for it. And both those two things made it so much better. Even though I saw the gist of it coming. I love you, Rem. I would happily jump into that hard chest of yours and lick it. That's a bit of a tone shift. Well, at least adventurers are people that are prepared to lose their lives. But you can't really hit me with a scene like this right after I was finished laughing to death. It's kinda... I can't bounce back and forth between emotions that quickly. Especially when nobody I cared about died. Well, I'm sure this is stuff they're used to. Kitty Ears May, I think her name was. I don't remember. He's in bed alone? What are you even doing, Diablo? And your hands are behind your head. Why aren't they on soft things? What's the noise? What are you doing? Is someone giving him a special morning awakening, if you know what I mean? Well, probably not if she's talking. Yeah, I know that. Probably take a while to get all that back without potions. Don't do that. Oh, yes. Did she borrow the Guildmaster's outfit? Because it doesn't fit her as well as it does her, and I love the eye movements. I'd say, I mean, I'm perked up right now, if you know what I mean. She's not wrong. A couple bounces and suddenly everything's out for display. And I was right about that being the Guildmaster's outfit. I would say I am, yeah. I think that's a safe thing to assume. And on Kyuu, Rim. Well, she wanted to wear something a bit more, you know, casual. Not that I'm jealous or anything, but I'm gonna drop kick you. I'd be out of the building. I don't want her to go outside like that. Because it's enjoyable? Come on, Bram, just put his arms in between your chest. Yeah, like that. I'm sure he's gonna appreciate it. Yes, it's still amazing, though. I love you, Rem, so much. Just the faces you make. She has more than one of those outfits. Yeah, jump off of him, Rem. You can't have anyone know that you like Diablo. I guarantee you he feels great right now. Not that you need a reason to show up. Oh, of course the sheriff stuff's not over yet. Well, they're gonna lose if they're fighting Diablo. I mean, they can't force that. Because they know you're stronger than she is. Exactly. They're not gonna mess with Diablo's property. Usually when you become a fairly high level, you know your limits. Okay, yeah, just do that. That's that easy. Just, it might take an episode or two, but yeah, go do that. But yeah, when you're level 150, there's very few problems you can't solve with violence. You know, although I'd say I don't really like Emilia very much, like, this episode did not increase my personal opinion of Emilia that much, but I can see how it would do that for a lot of people. I think the best way to put it is I have a fairly high amount of extra respect for him, but I don't like him like any more than I did before. It'd probably be the best way to put it. And I do hope to see more of her, because she is still alive, and, you know, she might have to lick her wounds for a while, but she'll be back. I mean, I would be willing to lick her wounds for her if she needs any help with that. This CD really does make me happy, I'll admit. And I would make you girls very happy, or at least moderately content. Request denied. Yeah, just fly back away. So that was the 4th episode of Isekai Maou Shoukan Shoujo no Dorei Majutsu. And it was a really good episode. Okay. We started off continuing off with what happened with Rem, where the Fallen was able to infiltrate by use of, you know, that one Baluk douchebag. And that's a bit of a problem because he is quite powerful. Like, he is very powerful. Rem tried to fight him off using her summoning magic because summoning magic is a very big thing in this universe. Because you can actually die in this universe, so a lot of people do use summoning magic because they can, you know, take the damage and stuff away from you, and you can defeat stuff. But obviously, summoning magic's not that great, though, compared to, you know, the stuff that Diablo does, which is why they're also impressed by his abilities, because a lot of the spells that he uses, nobody, you know, learns them to a very high level, so they just don't view them as all that strong. But Diablo has very high-level versions of them, so, yeah, that's kind of the... That's why you don't see a lot of magic like Diablo does in this world. Summoning magic is usually preferred here. But it's part of the reason why people are so weak, because summoning magic's not that great. But anyway, basically Ren tried to fight off the demon, the Fallen, and it did not work too well because he's very powerful. Luckily, Emilia showed up, and Emilia, he's supposed to be like the strongest of the guild, I think they said. I want to say they said he's level 50 last episode, but the point is he's stronger than Emilia, than Rem is a little bit, because Rem's only level 40. And this guy has more like direct fighting ability, not like a summoning, so he's better in that regard as well. However, he's still not at the level of his Fallen, so the best he can really do is buy time, which I don't want to marginalize or trivialize that or whatever, because that did allow Diablo to show up eventually and save the day. So Emilia definitely served a good purpose there. He definitely saved Rem in a manner of speaking. However, it would have been pointless if Diablo hadn't showed up, so you really can only call it an assisted save at best. But still, I'm glad he was there, because if he wasn't there, things would have been much worse, because even as it stands, Rem still was kind of injured when Diablo finally showed up. But yeah, good thing Emilia was there, is kind of what I'm saying. I'm just really not a big fan of all of his "I'm here to protect the women's" talk that he always does. So like, what if it was two guys being attacked by this demon, he would have looked over there like, huh, sucks to be them, and then went on with his day? Like, that's the only thing that really bugs me about him. If he just would stop with that, I would like him a lot more, but I just can't. When you have such a sexist attitude like that, it just bugs me. Anyway, we eventually transitioned over to Diablo fighting against our certain cute Fallen girl over there, and we found out she's like level 80, which is definitely a big deal, because I think 50 is the highest level aside from Diablo that we've gotten like name dropped in the show. So yeah, she's definitely powerful. She was able to actually damage Diablo, which is a big deal, because he was planning on, well, first of all, before we got to this segment, just the regular fighting was really cool to watch. It was very fast paced. He was dodging her attacks very well, even though he's a spellcaster, so he's not really suited for fighting this kind of melee fighter, and yet he was doing very well in spite of that because of the level difference. But anyway, she was starting to use a very powerful attack on him, and he was planning on taking that and being like, huh, it's the best you got? That's nothing, to kind of like demoralize her. And that worked for the most part. It did a little more damage to him than he was probably expecting, because she is very powerful, like stronger than Rem by like double. I think it's actually double Rem's level now that I think about it. But yeah, that's definitely not the kind of thing you can sneeze at. However, she is still nowhere near Diablo's level. She tells her about how he's a true demon lord, and, you know, summons up his tiny white ball and drops it, and just boom, destroys everything. The bridge, the ground over there, the people that were on the ground, the water just completely blown away or evaporated or whatever until it came back. That was power. If you want to really drive home the difference in power level between you and your opponent, that's a really good way to do it. Now, we did see that she survived the attack, and, well, most of her survived the attack. A lot of her clothing kind of got destroyed, but that's kind of a good thing. And, oh, one thing I forgot to mention again was before that attack, after she initially unleashed her really strong attack, and it left her very tired, and we just got to see her just, like, panting and sweating and all that. That was a top tier scene. I could have just watched her just panting and sweating there for a good 5 minutes, really. I wouldn't have complained. Now, once that conflict had been dealt with, Diablo was finally able to go over to the Rem conflict, and luckily he was able to do that. His return magic actually worked like it was supposed to, and he's obviously a little bit tired because of the amount of magic he used there. I'm sure his White Nova took a very large amount of magic points to use, so luckily he had enough to deal with this guy, and he did deal with him. The guy clearly underestimated Diablo, calling him some mere demon or whatever, but he did not know who he was messing with. So he used his Dark Bullet attack, which should have been called Black Bullet, and Dark Press and all that. He just reflected it back at him, shot it back at him and all that, and eventually just sucked him up into a realm of darkness. So that conflict was dealt with pretty easily when Diablo got there. Now, once Diablo actually defeated him, I really liked Rem's reaction. She ran up to him, grabbed his hand, and she looked at him. Just that face. That face was just... It was such a pure, innocent face. It looked... You could see all the emotions on her face. Relief of still being alive. Happiness to see him, that he's okay. Just a deep appreciation for the fact that he did save her life like that. Just admiration. Pretty much all those things you could really... her face really got those things across. So I definitely give the animators props on that, because I definitely could feel a lot of those emotions. Like, she didn't say a whole lot in that scene, but she didn't really need to. I really got all of it from that face. And it was also funny seeing Diablo not really knowing how to deal with that, because the way he deals with people in this world is to definitely go balls to the wall with his Demon Lord persona. And that doesn't really it doesn't really solve the issue of how to deal with people showing you gratitude and love and all that. Demon Lords usually deal with opponents or minions and stuff like that, so he's not really sure how to deal with that, so he does his best in spite of that, and what he said could have easily been taken the wrong way by Rem, but it actually really wasn't. So I guess she was just that filled with positive feelings about him, to the point where she's like, yeah, I'm okay with what you just said. I love you. I love everything about you and the situation and what you've done for me and why you're here and you're with me, and this is great. So yeah, and of course Shira was getting a bit jealous because, Rem is all lovey-dovey with him, so she has to stick his arms in between her boobs to make sure that he knows that she's also his belonging, and that not to forget that she exists and all that. Now, the easily the funniest scene in this entire episode was when Diablo, he went into Shira's boobs, and it was soft and wonderful and cushiony and bouncy, kind of like what we saw in the beginning of the episode. And then he bounced off of it, and he went towards Rem. Now, as soon as he bounced off of her, I knew that he was going to go into Rem's chest, and I knew it wasn't going to be that great. Those are the things I knew going into the scene. However, two things I did not account for was Rem actually openly accepting it, like, come here, like opening her arms wide, like she was excited, like, yes, come to my chest next. That was one thing I didn't expect. Also, wasn't expecting that sound. That sound of him hitting that chest. It was like hitting a metal wall. It was just so... That made it so much better. It was just the funniest scene in the episode, easily. I would still happily just jump into Rem's chest. I don't care if it's as hard as a brick, I would still happily do it. So yeah, that was really funny. Of course, another entertaining scene was the bed scene when Shira shows up wearing Guildmaster's outfit. Sylvia, I think her name is. And that outfit, it looks really good on Sylvia. She looks amazing in it. And apparently Shira decided, hey, if it looks good on a flat character, surely it will look good on me as well. That's not really always the case, to be honest, but it doesn't look bad on her. I'd say it looks fine. However, it's not practical, because if she just walks a little bit, it'll fall out and everything will be exposed quite easily, which it's not a bad thing, but it does mean you can't really wear that outfit outside. However, she's not outside, so there's no problems here. And, but yeah, realistically speaking, it would not have stayed in that outfit as long as it did. It would have, as soon as she jumped on top of it, I already would have left the outfit, the top. But yeah, that was definitely a fun little scene. Diablo, I like watching his eyes go up and down, not knowing where to look, because it's just everywhere is amazing to look, so he's a little bit conflicted. Then Rem shows up and drop kicks her because, how dare you have alone time with our master, and all that. Now, I for one really want to see Rem wear that outfit, because I feel like she could look really good in it. Now, just in case you were worried this episode would end off on a happy note, apparently the Elven Kingdom is not giving up on getting Shira back. We had a request with the Lord of this city, Lord of Fultra City, and basically to give Shira back. And of course, the whole Shira marriage thingy hasn't been resolved yet. I guess we gotta spend more time on it, I guess. And basically, yeah, she's not going to hand over Shira because that would be stupid. She's not stupid enough to try to give away property from a man powerful enough to take down a fallen army. So yeah, she's not that stupid. So basically, instead, she makes a request of him to prevent war from breaking out, basically. And I think he can do it. I'm worried about how long this will take because, I just don't. I was hoping this would be over already. like when we first dealt with the elves, but no, it's not over yet, I guess. I guess we're continuing this for at least a little while longer, so yeah. I do hope we get to see more of our fallen girl. I want her to actually join the actual team there, their adventuring party, which I hope that happens. I mean, it's no guarantee that will happen or anything because, you know, we have the guild master, Sylvie, who is kind of like in the group shot of all of them at the end there. That's not really part of their group, so maybe she won't, but I still hope we get... I want to see more of her. I don't really care exactly what the context is, I just need more of that beautiful fallen girl. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.